Hi, my name is Sam Dhaneshekaran and welcome to this YouTube channel, Original Tunes for Sale. I have a website called originaltunesforsale.com. So when I started this channel, I wanted to do something with regard to music. You might have seen some basic video tutorials about Bollywood songs. However, I in the past couple of months I been posting information technology related videos, but I always wanted to get back to music related videos, um, and that's the reason I'm starting this new series. I have to say that by no means I am an expert in music. um, I'm not even a medium level guy in music, if I can say. I'm just a beginner, right? And as I learn music, I love music. So as I learn music, I'm gonna explain whatever I'm learning. I hope that's useful to you. Okay, so let me start with this one. What is sound? Okay, I don't want to give you a very detailed information about what is sound because I don't have one. Uh, But let me explain in a easy term of what I understood of sound. Okay, so like I said, this is my website, Original Tunes for Sale. Okay, so instead of giving a definition, let me start with an example. Okay, so let me say, so we have a person. Okay, okay, so and then we have another person here. Okay, okay, so the important thing is the person is here. So what do we have in between? So we have air. Okay, so we have air molecules. Okay, so now what happens when this person speaks? Okay, so when this person speaks, the air molecules here gets disturbed, right? So so imagine when this person speaks, the air molecules around here, they go like this, right? Because it's they are pushed by the vibration of the vocal cord or whatever. Okay, so for a long time, when I was young, I always thought, the sound travels from here to there, but it doesn't travel like a physical travel would do. Meaning that, if you transport something, a box from here to there, right? The box has to actually move here. So whereas in sound, it doesn't go like that. It just vibrates this medium, which is air here. So this sound, I mean, air particle, molecules, or whatever you want to call, you know, they were at a equilibrium position like this in this line. If you can imagine, they get disturbed and they kind of like bend like this. Okay, and what happens is these molecules, they don't go here, they don't go there, they just bump off the next molecule. They just bump the next molecule next to them, and they return to their position. Got it? It's kind of like uh, uh, you know, you have these things, right? If you have those strings with metal uh, bar, I mean spears attached to it. Like now, if this goes and bumps this off, it kinds of bumps this off, and then it stays here, right? So this doesn't go all the way, right? So it's kind of like that. So this molecule bumps this molecule, and then it comes back. Okay, and then this molecule, you know, pushes this molecule, and it comes back. So if you see, you know, this disturbance, right, goes to here, right, as the same characteristic and everything, right, and this vibration or whatever you want to call, they go here. Okay, but only thing is the molecules, right, they come back to their original position. Okay, so now the vibration is here. Okay, and then they disturb the next one. So they bump the molecules, like they bump the molecules, they bump the molecules. So all the molecules here, they concentrate here. Okay, and after these molecules, after bumping them to a full force, and then they come back, right? So again, the molecules concentrate here. Okay, but they come back min. Okay, so now they go here. Okay, so what happens is it's kind of like a virtual travel. Only thing is the molecules, they don't go, right? It's just the vibration or whatever you want to call. Like now they just push it, and then they push it as much as they can, right? And then they come back. Okay, so when the first pushing happen, there is some kind of like a compression here or concentration of the molecules here, and then once the concentration is done, and they just come back. Okay, so like that you would see they travel like this. Okay, and then what happens? So here, the listener has a eardrum, and these vibrations fall off the eardrum, right? And then they vibrate the eardrum. Okay, and this is another science where the vibrations get uh, 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 converted into electrical signal, and then the brain is able to decode whatever it is. But this is how sound travels. So if you think that sound travels from here to here physically, um, then you may want to stand corrected. What happens is it's basically the vibrations or the disturbances. Uh, so it just pushes it, come back, right? And there is a concentration. And then these things, with the energy they acquired, they push and then they come back, and there is a concentration. Okay, so if you see, right, there is a concentration of vibrations, and then they go and hit the listener's eardrum, or if someone is recording, they go and hit the diaphragm of the mic, something like that. Okay, so that is what sound is. So here, uh, if this concentration is heavy, that means uh, powerful, that means the sound would be louder, right? And these, how do I call this, pushings or whatever you want to call, if these are more frequent, meaning like now, boom, 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 so you have like a lot more circles, if I may call, right? That's frequency. Okay, so this concentrated area, so if I can represent this in a waveform, okay, I would represent that like this. Okay, So often, when I was young, I got confused whenever I saw this waveform, meaning that okay, the sound starts from here and then dun, 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 it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes. No, it's not that. I mean, it's basically like now, the the sound, it disturbs the medium, and then the medium just propagates the vibration there by uh, just disturbing the next molecules. Okay, so now this concentration point, where everything is compressed, right? I mean, where everything is concentrated together, you know that's this point. Okay, and this free point, the low, right? That's here. Okay, and if the number of semicircles, or whatever you want to call, if more, then the sound would be like this. The frequency is more. Okay, so that's the property of sound, right? So a sound has, so if I depict the sound, a sound waveform can be like this, or it can be in any other form, but it will be like this. So uh, this represents frequency. Okay, and the height represents amplitude. Okay, so don't worry about all these things. Just remember. You don't need to remember. Just understand. I'll cover these things later. So when I say frequency, let me take that back. Let me just call this. This is one cycle, right? If you notice, this is one cycle, right? And this is second cycle. This is third cycle. All right. So how many cycles per second it's gonna have, right? For example, if it has like 20 such cycles per second, then that's called 20 hertz. Okay, hertz is a measurement of frequency, and it's called like a frequency. How frequently that happens, how frequently a cycle happen per second. Okay, so if it happens 20 times, it's 20 hertz, right? If it happen 20,000 times, it's 20 kilohertz. Okay, so any frequency that ranges from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz is our audible range. Like now, it's a range in which human can hear. Okay, and this amplitude, right? It, that's the loudness of the sound. Okay, and more importantly, right, the medium in which the sound travel, that plays a major factor for the sound to travel. Have you ever tried, if you're in a swimming pool or something, have you ever tried, just going under the water and then try speaking? The sound doesn't travel that much. Okay, so the medium is very important factor there. So I spoke about amplitude, I spoke about frequency, and uh, there are a lot of other things, but I want to talk about one more thing. It's called timbre. Okay, so timbre meaning that um, I can say a same note, or same uh, uh, I have to say note, like same musical note, right? Which is of some frequency. I can say it the same, a particular note. And what if a female singer sings the same particular note, right? I mean, the frequency and everything is same almost, right? The amplitude can also be same, but why does it sound different? Because when I sing, right, mine is not a single frequency, not like a single wave. Like no, I have a band of waves together, right? Each and every voice or each and every machine, I'm sorry, each and every musical instrument, right? Most of the musical instruments, they have a band of frequencies built in to create each and every note. And I'll talk to that later. Talk about that later. But that's called timbre. Okay. So, uh, so what is sound? So, sound is basically what we hear. But how do we hear when someone speaks or someone or some source is making noise? You know, the medium gets disturbed, and the disturbance uh, causes these wave virtual waves where the molecules get concentrated and then push and then come back, and then again the molecules concentrate here, push and come back, right? So these concentrated area are the upper part, and then the upper part, and then the relaxed area is the lower part. Okay, and then how many times it happens, okay, that's the frequency, right? Remember, what we hear here is the vibrations that fall on our eardrum, and you know sound can be soothing to our ear. At the same time, sound can be dangerous, like not too much of loudness and everything. Sound can shatter glass windows and everything. Okay, thank you for watching.